This game will feature the premiers who were announced last week. They've got one more game to play, and at the end of that round, we'll present Hellenic Athletic women's side with yet again another premiership. So to Maddie Hadjic and the team, congratulations. You have to get through this game today against Port Darwin. Port Darwin, the main thing about them is it's their first time in the Women's Premier League here in the Northern Territory. They've done a fantastic job, Steve Brockway, their coach, and the ladies. They won't make the four this year. They won't make the finals, but they've really made a lot of good impressions on a lot of people who know their game of football, and they look like being a really steady team next year, and I would predict at this moment that they'll be in the finals next year if they keep that squad together. So look forward to seeing how they go to down. They'll just play for fun. I know what Port Darwin are like. They'll play possession football, and they'll give Hellenic a run if they're not on focus today. So we'll sit back, have a look at this first half. It'll be Hellenic taking on Port Darwin. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get this game underway. Women's Premier League. This is we'll present their Premier medals and cup next week, as you do around the world. Premierships are the chase, and we'll do that next weekend. Also, Port Darwin, first time in the Women's Premier League, just outside the four. Been a fantastic season for them, Steve Brockway and their coaching team, Wayne, and etc. Well done. And we wish you all the best today in both technical areas, to Maddie Hadjic as well. To the players, injury-free, sit back, enjoy next 45 of Women's Premier League here at Larrakia Park, Darwin Football Stadium. Afternoon on a windy Saturday afternoon. This is FNT's live streaming of the Women's Premier League. We've got Hellenic in a huddle, Port Darwin in their huddle, referees with the captains, so we're not far from getting this one underway. It's local time around 6:10, a little late getting this one underway. We've referee ranks we share across a lot of the competitions, and this one, they needed to have a break. It was such a hot first game this afternoon at 4 o'clock, incredibly hot. And we've had rain around us too. It's been a weird dry season. We had plenty of rain bucketing down around here at Morar and in the city last night. And again, a couple of weeks ago we had some rain as well. So we'll see what the rest of this evening looks like. But up above is just beautiful blue sky, a few whispery little clouds around the edges. But it'll be a really nice day for this match. They're going to swap over. Coin toss decided so. And Port Darwin in their traditional claret with the blue sleeves and the blue chest plate will be running right to left on your screens. The referee has the match ball in hand, waiting for his assistant referees to do what they do. And we'll get this, what is the penultimate round, underway. Normally this would be round 20, last round of the year, but lockdown got in the way again. So we're going to replay that lost week, and that'll be the last round, and that's next weekend. Hellenic are premiers. On the ball is the Golden Boot leader at the moment in the Women's Premier League. That is Rihanna Myatt, number 7. Referee's right. Looks at his watch. He's got a couple of watches. We're underway. That's Ellis with a deadly left foot. She's into it already. And a good header from the right back for Port, getting a starting go today. just missed it and ran over the ball then. The number 13, who's a great athlete too. She does the marathon running and very fit player is Lee Corey. And her first play was that header from the kick from Ellis. But they've still got to deal with it now. Myatt with a ball outside the area. Good tackle from the captain of Port Darwin. She still spins out of it, Myatt. Gets it back to Joanna McCrillis. Back to Ellis. A left footer again. Dangerous. It'll run out of play and over the goal line. So we'll get a restart. A couple of changes in both teams in terms of their personnel, primarily in Port Darwin. Normally you'd see Grace Doughty in the central defence, pairing with Francis Kolakis. Not today. Looks like Clara Pozzi will be out there as well, and I'm trying to see who will be the central defender. In a minute, we've got a ball pushed away then. We'll get their number plate. And this is the young keeper getting a chance as well, Stella Campbell. And welcome her to the Premier League. It's great to see her getting a chance as well. Kalakis. Ball still in play. Referee says handball. Will go the way of the Claret and Blues. So yeah, so welcome Stella Campbell in goals for Port Darwin today. All the best to you. Olivia Fletcher will be playing down on this left flank, maybe swapping into the central defence when she's required. And Kate Kenny is replacing Doughty today, so Grace having a rest. So this breeze is favouring the blue and whites considerably. It's very hard to get a ball through this. Tom puts a knee to it. Nice play from the youngster. Erin Gould. Kathleen Raymond. A dangerous right winger for Port Darwin. The ball's coming back to her. Now she'll get a header onto it and pushes it forward to Brooke Fraser, who again is deceptive in her pace. Nearly got there. Carla Kashikala did her work. Ball could have come back quickly, and it may still do that. She's off a line back there now. Cleared away by Maria Bilius. And Steph Trakillis. Talisa McCrillis pushes over the top for a running, overlapping Sophia. McCrillis, who will go towards the goal line. And she'll turn back inside as she does. Yes, onto her left. And a good clean away by Vanessa, their captain for Port. Still not cleared away totally yet. Comes back to, speaking of captains, Ellie McCrillis. And pushed away by Stella. Up towards Sarah Kendall. And Stella Campbell on this one again. Down the middle. Trillis gets there first. Falls for Millie Martin. Corey comes through. Gives it to her captain and now gets put through. And Carla Kashikala a long way from home, the keeper. Opportunity if this ball comes away. You need a mighty shot to get it through this breeze. Incredibly strong coming in straight in behind Carla Kashikala. Now Myatt on a run. Stella comes out. Campbell, well done. Brave stuff from the youngster. Well played. So Kate Kenny will collect. About 5 minutes have passed on the North Crest scoreboard. Thank you to McDonald's for the opportunity for the live streaming.
And also to Ward Keller, the Territory Law Firm, personal and business dispute resolution. The number is 1-800-9786. 1-800-978-360. Got to get that right, having said that a few hundred times this season. Ward Keller, the Territory Law Firm. So the ball goes back to Carla Kashikala. And that'll come off Corey and go out of play over the actual perimeter fence, where it needs to be retrieved by one of the kids. Off 2 or 3 go to get it. And I'll just put it over the fence and we'll get underway again if we need that ball next time. Here's a chance for Brooke Fraser. Maria Bilius in there to clear that away early. Ellis off a Trachillis pass. She finds Lisa McCrillis. And Corey gets in front of Gemma Martin. Well played by Lee. Ellis goes down the line on that eastern side, North Crest scoreboard side. And he finds the sideline, so it'll be a restart with a throw. Kashikala way out of her area at the moment. Now she's back in there, the keeper. Smart play. She knows it's a really strong breeze behind her. It's going to need a mighty kick to get it over her head if she comes out. Time on a run. Puts another through to Myatt. Kate comes across. McCrillis jumps over a boot. Candle will come back and collect. She's got Olivia Fletcher there to go to. She misses her and Tom plays a short one to the captain. Ellie goes, McCrillis that is. Puts one through. Back to Steph Trickolis now. A very dominant force normally for Port is Pierre Koulakis. Don't think Pierre's actually touched the ball yet in this first 7.5 minutes. Myatt will turn, go to her favourite side. Well defended, especially Olivia Fletcher. Now she has a touch. Ball immediately taken from her by Steph Trachillis in the midfield there. Nice work from Francis Koulakis. Corey there. Has to get across. Martin's going to take a shot from distance and pushes it wide into the upright. A little bit of a hand there too, I think, is it? No. So it was all her. Thought maybe Stella Campbell got a hand to it, so it'll be a goal kick. She didn't. Yeah, some young ones out there. Olivia Fletcher, Stella Campbell, Erin Gould in Port. And, of course, on the Hellenic side, you got Lisa McCrillis and Sophia McCrillis, Joanna. That's Kate putting her right boot to it. Not far enough and not well enough directed because it's back with Hellenic again. That's good work from Olivia Fletcher. And Ellis with that left foot again. Beautiful technique. Martin gets around Corey. Sends it inside to Myatt. Myatt will turn and take the shot. Ball comes out again. Martin has another try at it. Good defence from Francis Koulakis. And she made the little effort to go and try and keep it in, but ball's beaten her, so it'll be a corner. Thank you to McDonald's. Great supporters of girls and women's football in the NT. We're at Larrakia Park. We acknowledge the elders of the Larrakia Nation, those past, present and emerging elders. Play the game today at Darwin Football Stadium. Windy one this Saturday afternoon, really windy. You can see the flags and the AR assistant referees billowing. He's offside. You can see it up in the air now with the one near the grandstand. Oh, he's not an image. One picture, sorry. So Francis Koulakis will start it there. Again, difficult ball to get away into this really stiff breeze. That's a good one from her. Gets over Joanna McCrillis. Nearly. Joanna gets ahead to it. Now Koulakis, Pierre version. Nice ball to Kathleen Raymond. Kathleen goes early to Brooke Fraser. Gemma Martin onside. And it's a free line to goal. She goes that way, then takes the shot and puts it away. Gets past Campbell, the keeper. So Gemma Martin gets a goal in the 11-minute mark. She's had too much space then, and no one really went with her. You'll see on the replay. She gets a good ball, and Lee Corey's out of position. By the time she gets back there, the shot's taken. And Stella Campbell had no opportunity really to get to that one. Martin too cool and collected in front of goal and made no mistake. So we have 11.5 minutes and we have a goal to the Blue and Whites. And it came against the run of play because the actual ball was up with Raymond and Fraser, and there was an opportunity for Port Darwin. Here's another go now, but Francis Koulakis will be onto it. Stella comes out and gets a boot to it. Pushed on by the captain. And Corey has her go. Joanna McCrillis working with Jamie Ellis. Ellis goes to Maria Bilius. She'll go further afield. No, she goes more the midfield where a good clamp down comes from Pierre Koulakis. Wins that for her side. Again, the ball a little misdirected. They're getting a couple of touches, so all good news for Port when Pierre Koulakis is on the ball. So again, Sophia McCrillis with great pace, gets around Kate, takes the shot and he'll put it away. Just if those balls come away loose and fall at their feet, they're so dangerous. You see again, she just has that pace. And she knew she had an opportunity, so she cut across in front of the defender. And the open goal. And young Stella Campbell, the keeper, again. Both goals could do very little about. As players are coming at you at pace, and they're two of the better strikers in the game here in the Northern Territory. From my right, they're probably third and fourth in the goal leading table. Gemma Martin and, of course, Sophia McCrillis. Ball's pushed back. Ellis all the way back to Kashikala, their keeper, in the green and the black shorts, white socks, and those white gloves with a black inside. Again, made a lovely run there. Again, dangerous when she's in goal like this. Well done, Stella. Really good stuff. Fantastic little work from the young keeper, Stella Campbell. Really brave stuff. Came out. Ball will come her way now. She leaves it at the bounce and then collects. Use all the area, which will be good. She's looking for an opportunity to go to. She goes down the middle towards Kathleen Raymond. Port's just going to have to win those balls when they come into that midfield. So that'll be a Port Darwin throw-in. Taken early and quickly by Pierre Koulakis. Now Kathleen Raymond has an opportunity to run. Brooke Fraser needs to take off too. And Candle, or Olivia Fletcher, I'm not sure who it is. Candle. Erin Gould at pace comes across, the number 16. That's Candle there, Sarah. Now on the ball. And well done, Olivia. Nice one from Fletcher. Now Gould. Too much power on it. Sorry, Pierre Koulakis, too much power on that one. Joanna McCrillis off Elisa McCrillis pass. Goes down the eastern touchline. Sideline, sorry, towards Gemma Martin, who will let this one roll out for a corner. Smart play from her. So Gemma Martin picked up the first goal. Sophia McCrillis going out to take the corner the second. And that's really where it sits at the moment, 2-0. Port Darwin running right to left on your screens. Live streaming brought to you by McDonald's. Referee's ready. In comes from Sophia McCrillis. This breeze is going to push this into goal. Well done by Kate. Kenny got there early. That ball bounced in a ricochet, and again, good work from Campbell, the keeper. Like what we're seeing. Dips one over the top. A little short, up and under, really. To Kathleen Raymond. Kathleen brings the tackle on from McCrillis, so there'll be a throw in for Corey. She comes up to take it now. Port Darwin have to present for her. Scoreboard's got to go to them. It goes now to Vanessa. She turns it on the inside, looking for either Gould or Candle. Lovely ball through from McCrillis to the captain. Ellie goes 2-goal, switches one into Myatt. She'll turn on to her left. Campbell comes out. Great save. So it has been pulled up as a penalty. You saw her go to ground. You can see it there. He was just letting it play, I guess. He thought the goal may have already come. But Campbell, the keeper, did such a good save. Coming out, he came back to his original decision, which was the penalty. So Stella's going to have to save it again. Making yourself big. Stella Campbell. She did the first save. She's got the Rio Myatt on ball. Takes the shot. Yeah, Myatt's not going to miss from there. It's nice to see Pierre and Vanessa Koulakis giving a fist pump. You can see on the replay, Myatt would normally put them away and does on this occasion. So at about the 18.5-minute mark, we have 3 goals to the good for Hellenic. Thank you to Ward Keller, the Territory Law Firm, Personal and Business Dispute Resolution. The number is 1800 978 360. Whistle goes. Brooke Fraser goes back to Koulakis, and Koulakis dips one over the top, but just Port can't give the ball away, and that's going to be pulled up. Quick take. Well done from Kate Kenny. Erin Gould in there, and Tom. Erin Gould, so quick. A nice play from Erin. Wins the ball for her side. Little back heel or back pass from Erin Gould. Then Koulakis puts one through. Ball still available, and Hellenic are taking the opportunity. Just playing some possession football, keeping it on. Tom have to exert and extend to get that pass off, and does. No real challenge is coming from Port. Now it needs to, and it does. But some nice interplay of passing from Hellenic. Kathleen Raymond. Steph Trakillis wins that one. Joanna plays it to Lisa McCrillis, back onto Rihanna Myatt, who pushes it wide, and they just relentlessly keep on coming. Great work from Stella Campbell. Good take off that Tom. It was a shot from Tom too. And it'll come off Sarah Candle and run back to the dangerous Sophia McCrillis. Olivia Fletcher stays with her. And well done. Tames Sophia McCrillis in the corner there for a minute. She'll offload the ball to Lisa McCrillis for the throw-in. Oh, sorry, Ellie, the captain. Tom. That's offside. Nice work from the captain. Again, a good assist and pass from McCrillis. Nice work from Vanessa Kolakis. And from that to the central midfielder, Pierre Kolakis. And she put one forward immediately, but again, Hellenic just too alert and too quick to it. Ball through and Campbell again. All energy and commitment. Does it again. Dips one over the top. Just not far enough. She's trying to get that to Pierre Kolakis. Ellis will have a shot from there, and she will. She'll put it in. That's Jamie Ellis all over. Hasn't had a lot of goals. But a lovely technique with that left foot. And it's just the worst person for the ball to fall through. She sussed it out and then just dipped a beautiful over the top. And again, Campbell, the keeper, could do very little about that. They push the ball through and Erin Gould makes a run. Sarah Kendall a little later. Needs to get back in defence now. That'll come off Kashikala's throw. It's the back of the captain and rolls out of play. So it's a chance for Olivia Fletcher to come up and take the throw in. For Port, the breeze getting stronger and playing pretty much from the top right-hand side of your screen at the moment into the grandstand. So that ball's pretty much gone straight into it. This one falls for the captain, Vanessa, and she's in there pushing away, and now Brooke Fraser in as well. So this will come out for Olivia. Erin Gould heads it on, finds Pierre Kalakis. Ball still in the attacking half for Port Darwin. It's now not to be. At pace, Sophia McCrillis. Good work from Kate Kenny. Offside as might. So we'll come back for the offside. Might just went on with it unnecessarily so we'll come back now to Olivia Fletcher with a restart. Kate Kenny gets in there, now Fletcher again. This has fallen for Brooke Fraser. She needed to try to get that ball away to her captain, and Lisa McCrillis just cleaned it up so beautifully in that midfield and pushes it wider to Joanna, who turns it back inside to Martin. Now a ball's through to Tom. A nice work from Olivia Fletcher again. She's everywhere. The diminutive left back for Port. About 24.5 minutes. Northcrest scoreboard. This is Premier League for the women here in Northern Territory. The Darwin's Women's Premier League. Sophia McCrillis on the edge of the area. The ball bounces well for her and she takes the shot. Campbell's there and a great save again. Well done, young Stella. Dips one over the top. First touch. It's a good one from Kendall. So Sarah's now giving it to Pierre. Pierre just shows the skills that we know she has. Goes back to Vanessa Kolakis. Referee was going to blow his whistle there for handball. He's let it play on. Maria Bilius goes wide to Joanna, back into Ellis. Ellis with the left foot magician, puts another one through. Comes off Kate Kenny. Gemma Martin will take off at pace and turn one back inside. Stella comes out. Collision of bodies. Well done, Stella. Campbell, excellent work against the more experienced Myatt. That's not her first save in that regard. That's about the fourth. Shows real courage. Youngster Campbell. Ellis, nice work back to Joanna McCrillis down that line. It's a really narrow line that Hellenic are playing and playing with aplomb. Going there again. Turn one inside to Lisa McCrillis, who runs into the circle. Now gets the ball towards Sophia. Nice work from Olivia Fletcher. Interventions early from Trakillis. And it's a good one. Puts her team in an attacking position. Ellie McCrillis went to ground, but still got a ball back into Sophia. This one's been picked up by Sarah Candle. Sarah can't get it past Tom. It's going to come back to Candle. Now she gets one across, but misses the intended target, and Steph Trakillis will have a shot from there. And young Stella Campbell got both mittens out to it, pushed it to the fire station side, then collected the ball. If you're a goalkeeper coach, you'd like what you see with this kid. What will she be like in 5 years' time? Port Darwin have a great keeper in the Men's Premier League, Dominic Price. I hope he spends some time with Stella. And of course, Chloe Cage Pearson, also usually the custodian. Great keeper, so brave as well. I can see some of her play in the way Campbell's playing today, so they obviously get together and chat. Martin got through, Pierre Kolakis. Martin dips one over the top, looking for Joanna. Comes back away. Now Tom, she'll have a shot, I'd say. She does. And over the goals. You see again the ball comes back to... And Fatayama just takes a first time shot, getting closer. 28 minutes have passed. McDonald's opportunity to bring the live streaming. Thank you to Macca's. Thank you to the Northern Territory Government for their support of women's football as well. Right, that one's beat Steph Trakillis. That's rare. Now it comes off there and Gould pushes one forward for a running and on-rushing Raymond. And Kathleen's beaten to the ball by Kashakala. Pierre Kolakis looks up and goes, if I had another 20 metres forward, there's an opportunity to take the shot, Sarah, and you got a goal. No, well done from Kashakala. Great work from the keeper. We'll hopefully see that in replay again, but in the meantime, it's a Sophia McCrillis run. Cleared away by Vanessa on a second occasion, maybe? Yes, she did. Well done to Vanessa Koulakis. Lisa McCrillis, just a simple ball through to Martin. Martin takes the shot. Great save by young Stella Campbell. She pushed the ball up into the crossbar and then collected it. So great work from the keeper, Stella Campbell at one end, parrying the ball into the crossbar, and at the other end, Carla Kashakala so expertly made herself as big as she could and covered that shot from Sarah Candle. She had all the time in the world, Sarah. And that's what keepers can do to you, good ones. They make it seem like there's no way to goal. So well done to Carla, well done to Stella. That's a lovely ball from Sophia McCrillis to Martin. To Myatt. At the 30-minute mark, she adds one to the total. Yeah, beautiful ball from Sophia McCrillis. Got great vision. The number 10. Sophia McCrillis clear and away again. And great save from Vanessa Koulakis. Such desperate work. The ball actually got through Campbell in the first instance, and then just excellent work. You'll see on the replay from Frances Koulakis, who's off the ball a long way. You can see her there. Then she puts some pace in. She takes off then and then clears it away from the line. It's fantastic stuff from Vanessa. It's hard to keep Sophia McCrillis out. She did it on that occasion. That means it's good work. And now Sophia will take a short corner. Yes, she does. Goes to a captain. Ball now comes in and Brooke Fraser gets there first, and then Myatt has a shot from outside the area. We'll see that again where Sophia gets around Kenny, goes towards goal, goes direct. That normally would go in, but Campbell's knees got enough of it to slow it down, and then Vanessa Koulakis did the rest on the line, right on the line. I love this Port Darwin football team. Doesn't matter what the score is. They desperately and play over and over again. This is again, you'll see Koulakis. Look at that tackle. And then Martin comes in off Lisa McCrillis, off the scraps, really. And Gemma on this time pushes it wide and too high. That pretty much sums up the game. Great dedication from Koulakis, and then the consistent run forward of this blue and white team. In that case, it was Gemma Martin doing the job. Vanessa Koulakis finds Pierre. Handball. So players are moving forward. Brooke Fraser, Erin Gould's there. Kathleen Raymond on one side, Sarah Candle on the other. She goes out towards Raymond. Kathleen will come to the ball. Joanna McCrillis, always ever present. Good pressing from Joanna. Ball still with Kathleen Raymond. She has an opportunity here. Now it's beaten Sarah, and it's cleared away well by, I think, Maria Bilius it was. Yep. And now Sophia with a nice run. Just tracks it down there and dips one forward for the captain to run onto. And she gets inside. Then she puts one across. Needs to be covered by Corey. Needs to get in the way there. The ball's pushed wide and Stella's watching it go past. It'll be a goal kick restart. Nice work down here by Sophia. And then on to Ellie McCrillis. And there's the end of that run where Ellie puts one across towards Gemma Martin. Gemma on this occasion just can't direct it towards goal. On a beautiful Saturday evening, as the lights come to full effect, beautiful blue sky around us. There's going to be a sunset from Hellbell behind us, the grandstand here for sure. Local time's around 10 to 7. Days are getting longer. And we're heading into our in-between season, between the wet and dry, which is September and October in a lot of ways. Though we had rain last night, of course. And lots of it. And that's a lovely pass from Maria Bilius. Good pressure from Olivia Fletcher on Sophia McCrillis. You need to do that. You need to do it for 90 minutes. Try and keep her in check in somehow. And that one's beaten. Lee Corey and Gemma Martin now have space and time. Turns on the right, inside the captain of Port, goes to Myatt. Myatt goes unselfishly across to Lisa McQuillis. Lisa takes the shot, and it skips under Stella Campbell this time. And Stella throws her head back as she hits the ground. And no, she made an error. It's her first one after 35 minutes of Premier League football. Don't worry about it. As Carla Kashikala would tell you. Just leave it there on the ground and move on. Yeah, she just got down a little late. And by the time she did, it skipped under that left arm and left glove. And deflection will be a corner. It's good possession football from Hellenic there. Strong tackle from the captain of Port. And it deflects off Vanessa Koulakis. Lee Corey looks very tired there on the far post. As I said, she's usually running kilometres. So maybe she's not feeling the best. So as the plover birds fly overhead, Sophia McQuillis over there will take this corner. It's a low one, taking no real effect from the breeze. And a shot from number 7 lazily heads over the goals and over the perimeter fence and out of play. So double kick from Vanessa Koulakis there, and it'll beat Sarah Kendall. Broad smile on her face. And a wicked turn, that ball. Spun the exact opposite of where it was heading. Lisa McQuillis comes forward, and that's okay. Determined Hellenic ball. Didn't really see a touch there from anyone other than the original kick from Lisa. But referees have. Jamie Ellis will have a shot from here, I would imagine, and does. And a good save from the keeper. Good technique, the young goalkeeper. And talking about technique, Jamie Ellis's left foot is simply the best. Joanna McQuillis, nice work from Joanna. Concerned about the other player. Puts the ball out of play immediately. Very unselfish work from Joanna McQuillis, the left back. One of the underrated players in this football team for Hellenic. And every week she does her job and more. Now she's going back to a keeper. A good play from both sides. And Carla Kashikala just on the area, about half a metre inside it. There's a short one to Ellis. Ellis goes back inside to Maria. Maria Bilius has got time and would normally thread a good pass. This time she thought, I'll go over the top and land it right at Sophia's feet. But Olivia Fletcher gets in there first, beats Tom. Candle with a nice pass. Erin Gould needs to move, but a bit of ball watching. And out comes Sarah Campbell at pace. Hold on. and easily beats Myatt to the ball. Ellie McCrillis. Nice first touch and lovely offload from Sophia, equally from Tom. That's a loose one from the captain, so picked off now by Pierre Kalakis. Try to thread it past and they get a good bounce. Hellenic. Now it's come an awkward bounce from, and Vanessa, the captain, has a chance to unleash Kathleen Raymond and does, and Kathleen's offside. Good work from the defence there. Ellis and Joanna McCrillis and Maria Bilius, they knew what they were doing there. Corey, but only back to where it came from, which is Steph Trakilla. She plays one through to Martin. Martin to Lisa McCrillis. Comes away now in the midfield. Controller for Port. Erin Gould has an opportunity to go for the ball again. Olivia Fletcher needs to help, and it gets the ball through to Pierre Clark. She goes on quickly to Kathleen Raymond. Kathleen heads it towards Brooke Fraser, and Brooke puts it through. It's a lovely ball through to Kathleen Raymond on the run. Kathleen goes into the area. She's got to beat Kasha Kala. Dates the shot and puts it away. That's a beautifully constructed goal. You come back and see that Brooke Fraser pass. It's a ripper. Kathleen Raymond did not have to drop a gear. She just actually took off even faster. It all comes back to some nice tight work from Fletcher and Erin Gould here, back with Sophia McCrillis. Now look at this ball here. She waits, and then gorgeous ball. Kathleen Raymond comes at it at pace. Ella scrambles back, Maria Billa scrambles back, and then they both watch it go into the goal. So well taken by Port Darwin. So 7 goals out there, 6 with the blue and whites. It's a good tackle. Steph Trakillis controlling that midfield. Lovely ball through to Myatt. Turns. Goes again. Turns onto her favourite right side and will take the shot and gets one past the young keeper. So about a minute and a half of regulation time to go in this round 20 match, which would have normally been the final round of the season, but lockdown will give us another week. So we'll play round 18, the one missed. We'll look forward to that. And so this is the penultimate round. The Premiers Hellenic have 7 to the good. And a nice reply goal from Kathleen Raymond just a little bit earlier. So Ellis just dips one across, and Maria Bilius at pace leaves it for a nice smart play for Ellie McCrillis, who goes down middle, and Kalakis comes in with a tackle, and then, yes, it was Vanessa, the number 4 for Port. Nice work from Olivia Fletcher. Ball's there again for Gould to chase, and Fletcher comes in at pace. Nice work from her and gets it to Pierre Kalakis. Nice double effort. Kalakis tries to thread one through, but cleaned up easily by Maria Bilius. Again, Olivia Fletcher, nice effort after effort from her. And the press was good on Tom as well. A real commitment and energy, Olivia Fletcher. And she'll have a throw in now. Gould will leave it for her, and Erin will go into the field of play, be an option. And now Sophia McCrillis on a run, and she's onside too. She goes towards goal. Pushes it unselfishly across to Myatt. It'll put it away. And there goes the regulation time. So we'll head into the sheds. This is a Women's Premier League match here at Larrakia Park, Darwin Football Stadium. See a replay again of Sophia McCrillis with a ball in front of her and pace. Goes to goal and then just tips a lovely ball through unselfishly and sets up that goal. And we'll take a break in this penultimate round of the Women's Premier League here.
Now Mine on a run. Seller comes out. Campbell, well
Done. Brave stuff from the youngster. Corey there. Has to get across. Martin's going to take a shot from distance and it's a free line to goal. She goes that way. Then takes the shot. And puts it. So again, Sophia McCrillis with great pace. Gets around Kate. Takes the shot and will put it away. Inside. Again, Mike made a lovely run there. Again, dangerous when she's in goal like this. Oh, Ellie goes 2 goal, switches one into Myatt. She'll turn on to her left. Campbell comes out. Great save. Myatt on ball. Takes the shot. Yeah, Myatt's not going to miss from there. Does it again. Dips one over the top. Just not far enough. She's trying to get that to Pia Kalakas. Ellis will have a shot from there, and she will. She'll put it in. Sophia McCrillis on the edge of the area. The ball bounces well for her, and she takes the shot. Campbell's there, and a for Joanna. Comes back away. Now Tom, she'll have a shot, I'd say. She does. If I had another 20 metres forward, there's an opportunity to take the shot. Sarah, and you got a goal. No, well done from Kasakala. McCrillis, just a simple ball through to Martin. Martin takes the shot. Great save by young Stella Campbell. But that's a lovely ball from Sophia McCrillis to Martin. To Myatt. Sophia McCrillis clear and away again. And great save from Vanessa. And she gets inside. Then she puts one across. Needs to be covered by Corey. Needs to get in the way there. The ball's pushed wide and Stella's watching it run on. Inside the captain of Port. Goes to Myatt. Myatt goes unselfishly across to Lisa McCrillis. Lisa takes the shot in the right. And deflection. Jamie Ellis will have a shot from here, I would imagine, and does. And a good save from Zah. And Brooke puts it through. It's a lovely ball through to Kathleen Raymond on the run. Kathleen goes into the area. She's got to beat Kasha. Dates the shot and puts it away. Might turns, goes again, turns onto her favourite right side and will take the shot and gets Fraser McCrillis on a run and she's onside too. She goes towards goal. Pushes it unselfishly across to Myatt. It'll put it away. Well, there goes the whistle. We're back into the second half here of what is the penultimate round in the Women's Premier League in Darwin. Thank you for joining us on this McDonald's supported live streaming. And in this half, Hellenic will be running from right to left on your screen, and Carla Kashikala already out of her area in the semicircle. Been playing a very high line, as they say, the keeper. Had one put past her and saved a fantastic save earlier in that first half. And at the other end is young Stella Campbell, 14 years old, first time in the Premier League. And she's going to have one of those games where you can't count it by the score. You can count it by watching it back and just seeing how good this kid is for her very first game. So a couple of subs there too. Looks like Mosca Papadakis has come on. And Mary Coombe. So Mary's gone into the right back position. So it looks like they've brought Tom from the pitch. Here's a chance. July So pushes one through to Kathleen Raymond, who scored the goal. His ball's still alive. Here's a chance. And good work from Kashikala. Carla just stood really strong there and courageously took that ball with Brooke Fraser running in at her. So July So's out there for Port Darwin. I think that's the only change from the Port Darwin side for this second half. No, I think there's another one too. So it looks like Kate Kenny's come off. We'll give you the number and the name of number 14. Talking all the way through about it. All right. Thank you. Myatt on goal, and that goes off the crossbar. Good leap there from Campbell. Put her off enough. Mosca Papadakis plays back. Lovely ball from Mosca. And Joanna just lets it slip through. Ellis. Puts it up to Myatt. Myatt again moving through those defensive 3 and 4. And this occasion cleared away by Francis Kolakis. Now Gould gives a chance for July So to run onto it. Look at the pace of both her and the little steps of July and the longer strides of Carla Kashikala out there on display. Carla gets there first, puts it out of play. Ellis. Coach was asking the young keeper, Campbell, if her wrist is okay and did she want to come off, and she just shrugged it off and said no. Good on her. She's enjoying her time out there, the young keeper for Port Darwin. Look at that kick from Ellis, just one stride and it's gone a good 55 metres. Now Myatt's onto it. Gets around Posy. Puts his ball across. Mosca Papadakis on the left. Takes a shot and puts it away. It ran past her the first time and then Mosca sort of turned and did a signature Papadakis move, which is the swivel and then the one kick, one touch. You'll see it here on replay. Ball comes down the flank. Ball comes across. Mosca checks herself, goes back. Runs through her the first time and then just swivels and turns and drops the hip, puts it in. So Gould in the midfield. And Pierre Kolakis has come from the field. I think that's where July So's now entered the fray. And Kate Kenny as well has left. And Carla Pozzi in the number 14. I don't have my glasses at the moment. I apologise if I got that wrong, Carla or Cara. Your coach's printing is not the best. And Gould with a first-time shot. Mary Coombe comes again, and second effort from Mary's a good one, like her first. Nice work from July So. Nice play back from Gould, and great intervention, strong from the number 13. As was that captain on. No, it was actually Olivia Fletcher. I like the way she plays. Came hard at Lisa McCrillis. Oh, sorry, Ellie McCrillis it was. And Moscow Papadakis, ball at feet, takes off and gets around Corey. Now she's in the area, puts a lovely ball back in towards Myatt. Myatt will turn back onto the left. Good tackle again originally, and then gets a shot away after Olivia Fletcher came at her. And that goal has gone in. So a nice cross from Moscow Papadakis. Getting a run in the second half from half time. Just one of the emerging talents in the club. And that time she's an assist-der. That's going to beat everybody. Good idea from Erin Gould. So it's a lovely mild Saturday night. Still around 27, 28 degrees. Humidity really isn't biting because we have a lot of behind that breeze which is coming in from the left-hand top corner of your screen and running down to the bottom right. Pretty much a diagonal across this pitch. Favouring Port Darwin this half. You can see when you see the assistant referees' flags, they're always billowing and moving. Ellis is good. Joanna, nice pass to Steph Trakillis. She turns it inside to Ellis. And Jamie Ellis on a rare right foot puts one through. Might challenged by Fletcher and a great tackle. Good defensive work from Olivia. Now July So has a chance to make something of this. Wearing a protection on her wrist. Her right wrist. Collision of bodies there. And Martin comes away after that collision. Good tackle from the captain. And then Sophia steals it away. And then good work from Kolakis. Still hasn't cleared the danger area. Myatt on the ball. And now it'll be pushed wide for a corner. Thank you to McDonald's for the opportunity to live stream. Also their great support of women and girls football in the Northern Territory, and Ward Keller as well. The Territory Law Firm, Ward Keller. Personal and business dispute resolution. And the number is 1-800-978-360. 1-800-978-360 for Ward Keller. The Territory Law Firm. Ball comes across. Lisa McCrillis gets down and heads it away. Only as far as Vanessa Chilaculo. And she puts it forward down now to Sarah Candle on a run. And pushed backwards by Brooke Fraser. A little too firmly now. It's just put an opportunity in for the Blue and Whites. And it's one they haven't taken because it's run over the back of Papadakis. She waits for someone to come, and that's comes in the form of Trakillis, who takes a left foot shot and it runs across goal. You see Papadakis just waiting for the opportunity. Sees the run now that comes. No one really tracked Trakillis, so she fired one off. You hear the call, Mosca. And she puts it straight through to Lisa McCrillis for time. McCrillis goes to the right. And ball falls for Myatt. She turns it inside very quickly, and Martin's there. And it'll come off Vanessa and just be an own goal, unfortunately. Ball pushed forward by the midfielder, Vanessa Tiancello, the captain. Joanna, this occasion. Has to deal with Brooke Fraser and does that. Stands back for a pass from Ellis. Puts one through, but Gould intervenes. And Erin's going to take a shot from distance. And it's off target. But she's got the confidence. Maybe could have gone to goal a little bit further. Ellis did the jump, the Toyota leap. So coming up to the 58-minute mark of this Women's Premier League match, penultimate round. On a Saturday night in Darwin that is a gorgeous one. A bit of the breeze around. Some interplay between Hellenic. Jill Lyso gets in there and presses well, but the ball's still with Ellis. Ellis to Lisa McCrillis. Lisa turns nicely on the inside and then puts one through the middle. Played back from the central defender. That's come on at half time. Stella Campbell gets a boot to it. Comes away, and now it's... And it will be a offence against Hellenic. Against Port Darwin. So there'll be a wall set. That's a lovely goal from Sophia McCrillis, the number 10. From distance. So a couple of subs made. Again, some youngsters coming on by both coaches. Brooke Fraser's coming from the field. Yep, her replacement is number 15. Only a very young player. Jamie Ellis is coming off and replaced by number 15 for Hellenic. So just getting the substitutes right for the that were just taken shortly. Number 15 for Hellenic is Imogen Wright. So welcome Imogen to Premier League. And we're just trying to track the number of the... we'll see that in a minute, I think, when Joanna McCrillis plays this pass. Up to Steph Trakillis, then on to Martin. Martin turns around and Vanessa Koulakis comes in with a powerful tackle. Beats Papadakis to it. And number 15, she's got long hair and it covers the numbers, is Elizabeth Salter. So welcome, Elizabeth, to the Premier League. 62 minutes about to pass on the Northcrest scoreboard. And this one's come off Imogen. So a few subs have been run. Clara Pozzi is out there. July So. And now Elizabeth joining the Port Darwin side. And actually, I can see, I think it's Isabella is out there as well. Millhouse, yep, she's there as well. So positive Isabella. Apologies, Isabella. We didn't notice that you'd been subbed in that little substitution round as well. So welcome the number 9. This is Imogen going back, and she's got to deal with Kathleen Raymond, and the ball skims away from Kathleen, and Kashikala does some nice work on the left side, clears it away. So Elizabeth Salter with the throw in, the first real part of the game. And Gould turns it around, and it'll bounce all the way through to the keeper on the left upright there, and she just runs out and puts her right boot to it and pushes it and propels the team forward. And Martin goal now. Now comes Stella Campbell, and nice work from Stella, the 14-year-old. She puts her boot to it, and it's going to skim off a little and bounce out of play, but her first work was good. So a few of the kids getting a go, which is good to see from both coaches. The captain, McCrillis. And good intervention in the end from Corey. She's in there again. This will come clear now for Joanna McCrillis to clean up, and she'll go towards goal, and that's pushed ahead of her, but she's cleared it up, and she's going to try and push past Erin Gould. Erin stays with her. Little battle between those two, and the ball from that press from Erin Gould is enabled, well, nearly enabled Port to get it back. And they will now from this throw-in. Imogen got involved, the young sub, number 15 for Hellenic. And then Vanessa puts one through, and Mary Coombe gets a boot to it. Now Elizabeth Salter. And she'll get a throw back in, which will be left for Corey Lee. Sorry, Lee Corey. She throws a long one over the top. Joanna gets a head to it. Comes off the shoulder of Corey. So it'll be thrown in. Oh, Papadakis will leave it for McCrillis. Good play from Imogen. And equally from Vanessa Koulakis, and tips one over the top for young Salter and heads it through. And there's excitement about Elizabeth's work. She's got to be 13 or 14. Joanna McCrillis, not much older, 17 I think Joanna is. Maybe 18, I'm not sure. Yeah, they win the ball through, and it's a good pass through. Nice work from the sub from Hellenic, number 15. And then Vanessa comes in and with real command puts the ball over the top, and the two young subs wait for the ball to bounce, and now they do their work, and it's just been put out of play. So Lee Corey will come up for the throw-in. Erin Gould will... Nope, she's going to take it. You're better off receiving the ball, Erin, with your skills. That's probably where you needed to be, where that ball just was. Anyhow, I'm sure the coach will talk about that. And Lisa McCrillis with an early and long ball, which is going to beat the number 7. I'll say thank you to Steel Line. Service over and above in the supply and retail of steel. And NTF, the construction supply specialists. They are your local construction supplier. NTF. Good work from Vanessa Koulakis. Going to need more work from Corey here on Papadakis, who turns in as a good ball from Papadakis. Headed away by Koulakis, and Papadakis goes in again. Plays the ball back to McCrillis. McCrillis skips around on the left and heads towards goal. She's going to line this up and take a shot. Nope, she's going to unselfishly pass it on. Comes off the right upright and bounces away, and then Koulakis clears it away for Port Darwin. Well played by the defence. A shot from Sophia. Rebounds, and Moscow Papadakis has a chance and turns it in on a really fine, narrow corridor, and they're both, all 4 players are playing it. It'll come off Corey now. So Lee collecting the ball, I think. No, she's going to head back into play. There's going to be a sub. So Lee's going to get a rest. She looks buggered. We ran 20 Ks today or something. So on goes the number 7. And off comes Ellie McCrillis. And on goes Daphne Koulakis. So Lisa McCrillis flexing the muscles. A great save by the young keeper. So Caitlin Pratton has just gone on wearing number 7. So Caitlin is usually in the starting lineup, but come on at the 70 or thereabout 70-minute mark. So she's joined Port Darwin. That's a nice one from, and a good goal, but a lovely ball from the number 3, Joanna McCrillis. Joanna just gets this first time right boot. Look at the angle of that, and the trajectory was spot on. So I think Steve Brockway and Wayne, his assistant coach, have used all their subs. Looking at the bench. Kathleen Raymond goes back to Caitlin Pratton, who puts one forward. It's a handball called by the referee, so it'll be the advantage of the Claret and Blues. July So's going to leave it. July's got a some sort of bandage or wrist protection on the right wrist. Caitlin Pratton comes in and unleashes it, and it's an awkward bounce for Kashakala. And Carla gets her right boot to it, a right hand to it, sorry, and the mitten pushes it over under the over the crossbar, under the top netting. And Caitlin Pratton was excited about that. It could have gone anywhere. She'll take it if it went in. Why wouldn't you? So Erin Gould picks it up and runs with the energy towards the corner for a corner kick for Port Darwin. 72 minutes on the North Crest scoreboard have passed. Thank you to McDonald's, also the Northern Territory Government, and Ward Keller, the Territory Law Firm. Supporters of football for women and girls in the Northern Territory in 2021. Mary Coombe with another one back to Daphne Shalakis. They've moved forward. Now it's intervention by Caitlin. Olivia and Mosca, a little battle there, and it comes away for Gould, who puts down a lovely pass, which Kathleen Raymond's going to go into it at pace. Imogen Wright in between her on the left shoulder. Good pressure from Imogen. It's good work from her, the sub. And Kathleen Raymond showing all their pace and skills, and a lovely ball from Erin Gould. But came to naught. Elizabeth sort of couldn't get into there quick enough to put some pressure on Carla Kashakala. So we're at the other end now, where Hellenic come at the goal again. Cleared away by Pratton. Over the top. And that'll go cross goal and over the goal line for a restart. Goal kick. Caitlin Pratton will go and collect that for the Port Darwin side. While we see a replay of that last play. Thank you to McDonald's. Saturday evening in Darwin, Larrakia Park, Darwin Football Stadium, and this is the penultimate round of the Women's Premier League. They'll play 20 rounds this season. This is actually round 20, but we missed one due to lockdown, so that was round 18, and we'll play that as the final round. That's next week. After that game, we'll crown the premiers, which are the Blue and Whites, Hellenic. And we're making sure this year that we crown the premiers in every age division, every competition, at the very last game, no matter where it's played. So some of the juniors tomorrow, out at Rinaldi and Gray and Fred's pass. We don't know some of the results for premiers in the 12s, 14s and 16s yet, so exciting day tomorrow for them, the young kids. And then we'll do some presentations to the under 12s and 14s and 16s tomorrow. We did the under 18s on Thursday night, where Uni Azuri were the premiers this year. Erin Gould, she's only a young player herself, and that's lovely work from her. And Raymond on a run now, and not even Kathleen can get to that with her pace. Carla Kashakala stands tall and grabs it. That's Millhouse. Just to go wide now and protect Daphne Shokolakis, who puts a lovely ball through, and Caitlin Pratton's onto it, pushes it wide and out of play. Well done by the number 7. 76 minutes passed on the Northcrest scoreboard. And the second goal for Moscow. I think it's the second for Papadakis, who split through a couple of players and then bounced off to Papadakis. And Moscow made no mistake. As you can see on that replay. Imogen Wright gets to the ball first. It's out of play. And a throw in from young Olivia Fletcher. Joanna McCrillis with the ball. Turns one on the inside. And cleared away by Pratton. Send it through all of them. Yeah, exactly. So I'll get him at the end. And Joanna with the ball, heading back. Goes to Mary Coombe. Mary will go further back. And Daphne Shalakis and Millhouse come together, I think that was. Ten to 8 local time on this Saturday evening. Really turning into a beautiful Saturday night with a bit of breeze. This will be helping the players. Erin Gould has a chance to let Kathleen Rammond underway, and she's onside and going to go to goal. July So gets out of the pace. Mary Coombe comes at pace, takes the shot, and a lovely slips catch just off the ground by Kashikala. Kathleen maybe should have just waited one more pass and then put it onto Stella. Onto Elizabeth Salter. She's just another young one out there like Stella Campbell. And Imogen Wright and Mary Coombe. Lots of kids out there. Right. Oops. Maybe a yellow card for young Wright. No intent. She just really couldn't pull up. So she gets a yellow. So they'll march 10 from the ball, placed to the wall. So we're into about the 81st minute on the Northcrest scoreboard. Thank you to McDonald's, also Territory Law Firm. They are called Ward Keller. The Territory Law Firm, personal and business dispute resolution. The number is 1-800-978-360. And with Macca's, the principal sponsors of the women's game here in the Northern Territory. So 3 in the wall. Erin Gould on the whistle. Moves in. And that's not far off. Erin hits the back post. We'll see on the replay again. Moscow Papadakis does a late turn in the wall. They all sort of late turn. And then it goes over and hits the back post on the right side. So substitution. Gemma Martin's come off. Georgia Hadjic going on. So 82.5 minutes, this ball's fallen for Sophia McCrillis. Comes at Kalakis and turns away and goes towards goal and then skips one in. See how pacey she is, and she does that body swerve away and then sets herself. Very hard to stop a Sophia McCrillis in this mood, and that close to goal. Offside. July so in there and being busy, but it's come away and unfortunately come away for a blue and white shirt again. And Trakillis will turn it back in, and Lisa McCrillis, good challenge from Vanessa Chilicolo. Kilo, and falls for young Stella Campbell. Coming up to the 85th minute mark on the Northcrest scoreboard. Imogen Wright gets to it. Comes from Moscow Papadakis. She turns it inside to Sophia McCrillis, who goes for a scamper and a shot from distance. And we'll go over the goals. On the McDonald's replay, you can just see she goes, oh, I'll have a go from here. And body weight was away from the ball, so it went higher than she wanted it to. All right, Salter leaves for Fletcher, and Fletcher puts one back over to Elizabeth, and I'll just run out of play. And then cleared away by Pratton. This is live streaming of the men's, of the women's Premier League, of course, at Darwin Football Stadium. The men are on next. There's a reason I mentioned them. That'll feature Mendel taking on Darwin Hearts. And that's just going to go out of play off Joanna McCrillis. So throw in by Erin Gould. As I keep saying, Erin, we need you on the field and people throwing to you with your skills. And the ball at your feet. And it'll come off the inside of Joanna McCrillis' boot and out of play. So 86.5 minutes of North Crest scoreboard has passed. Olivia Fletcher back to Erin Gould, and Erin was just put off just at the last moment with some pressing from Mosca Papadakis, so it went wide and away from the intended target, which is, I think, is a through ball for Isabella Millhouse or Kathleen Raymond. So local time, 8 o'clock. One across goal. And Lisa McCrillis chasing the ball down, but so was Stella Campbell. Keeper to it first. Into the last minute and a half of regulation time. This is 4 for Isabella Millhouse. She pushes one over the top for Elizabeth Salter. And Salter will go. Now have to chase Joanna McCrillis. Joanna puts a bit of pace on and stops now and holds the ball up. So it was good pressing from Elizabeth. She waits for the ball to come back. Mary Coombe gets in there, puts one through to Wright, and then Wright gets one back to to Joanna. And now they're pushed wide again, and Mosca Papadakis is on a run. And cleared away in the end by Caitlin Pratton after a body check from Vanessa Kolakis. So less than a minute of regulation time. That one cleared away by Erin Gould. Erin's been busy and effective in that midfield role. Heading the ball again, always and often first to the ball. This one will just run off the header and out of play. So in the dying embers of this match, the round 20 match of the Women's Premier League. One to follow tomorrow, which is at 5 o'clock here at Larrakia Park, Darwin Football Stadium, 5 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. That'll feature Mindle and the NT Yappers. So Mindle pushing on to confirm their third place. And Elizabeth Fletcher with a throw in. I like the way she plays too. And she would have liked to battle with Joanna McCrillis. Joanna plays very similar way. There goes the whistle. And that brings a close to this match here at Darwin Football Stadium at Larrakia Park. Thank you for joining us on this live streaming. We're going to have a quick interview, I think, I'm told. And if that happens, we will be right back with that shortly. Now Myatt on a run. Stella comes out. Campbell, well done. Brave stuff. Now Myatt on a run. Stella comes out. Campbell, well done. Now Myatt on a run. Stella comes out. Campbell, well done. Brave stuff from the youngster. And it's a free line to goal. He goes that way, then takes the shot and puts it away. So again, Sophia McCrillis with great pace, gets around Kate, takes the shot and he'll put it away. Myatt on ball, takes the shot. Yeah, Myatt's not going to miss from there. Does it again, dips one over the top, just not far enough. She's trying to get that to Pierre Kalakis. Ellis will have a shot from there, and she will. She'll put it in. Sophia McCrillis on the edge of the area. The ball bounces well for her, and she takes the shot. Campbell's there, and a for Joanna. Comes back away. Now Tom, she'll have a shot, I'd say. She does. And if I had another 20 metres forward, there's an opportunity to take the shot. Sarah, and you got a goal. No, well done from Casacala. That's a lovely ball from Sophia McCrillis to to Myatt. Sophia McCrillis clear and away again. And great save from Vanessa. And she gets inside. Then she puts one across. Needs to be covered by Corey. Needs to get in the way there. The ball's pushed wide and Stella's watching it run on. Inside the captain of Port goes to Myatt. Myatt goes unselfishly across to Lisa McCrillis. Lisa takes the shot in the riser. And Brooke puts it through. It's a lovely ball through to Kathleen Raymond on the run. Kathleen goes into the area. She's got to beat Kashakala. Takes the shot and puts it away. Brooke to Myatt. Turns. Goes again. Turns onto her favourite right side and will take the shot. And gets one pass. Balls. McCrillis on a run and she's onside too. She goes towards goal. Pushes it unselfishly across to Myatt. It'll put it away. So here's a chance. July So pushes one through to Kathleen Raymond who scored the goal. His ball's still alive. Here's a chance. And good work from Kashak. Puts his ball across. Mosca Papadakis on the left. Takes a shot and puts it away. She's in the area. Puts a lovely ball back in towards Myatt. Myatt will turn back onto the left. Good tackle again originally and then gets the shot away. Goes to the right. And ball falls for Myatt. She turns it inside very quickly and Martin's there. And it'll come off Ellis. Puts one through but Gould intervenes. And Erin's going to take a shot from distance. Okay, let's go. That's a lovely goal. That's from 70 or they're about 70-minute mark. So she's joined Port Darwin. That's a nice one from and a good goal. But and the second goal for the ball. Erin Gould on the whistle moves in. That's not far off, Erin. 2.5 minutes. This ball's fallen for Sophia McCrillis. Comes at Kalakis and turns away and goes towards goal and then skips one in.
Saturday night. We had a bit of breeze around and it was a night of firsts in a lot of ways. And one of those firsts was young Stella Campbell coming into goal and playing her very first game at the age of
13.
13. So, Stella, thank you for coming in. Really good to see you. How long have you been keeping for?
A few years, 3 years maybe,
Yeah.
2 years.
And tonight, coming out for the for a Premier League for your first time, were you nervous?
A little bit, but then,
You get into the game.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look, it was a game which had some goals either end, but from your point of view, if you listen back to the commentary, we're really excited about how early you went out to the ball and how brave you were. So you obviously don't care when there's these players running at you at pace,
No.
and you put your body on the line as you did a couple of times.
Yep.
And I'll get one more word out of you. Did you enjoy it?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. That's perfect. Stella, just hang in for a sec. Coming in here. Steve Brockway, you're the coach. You've done a great job with these guys. It's their first time in the Premier League. I know you'll be happy with them. They're not going to be in the 4 or feature in the finals, but I reckon next year you certainly will. When you got Stella coming through, you got Chloe Cage-Pearson as well as your keeper. So you're good in those ranks. But you also saw Elizabeth Salter out there today, a few other youngsters you brought out. So you got to be happy with what you've seen this year and what's coming up.
Yeah, definitely. It's major. Like the development we've really pushed this year, especially with losing so many from last year. We knew we'd have to step up a lot of the young girls to really just bolster the ranks and get through the season, and they've all stepped up brilliantly.
And what I like about some of your older players is, Stella would have been fairly comfortable with players like Olivia out there and others. They're just lovely girls. You feel like that tonight? That made you feel welcome?
Yeah, definitely.
There were 2 words. Thank you. Thank you, Stella. As your first name suggests, you had a stellar time in those goals, mate. Really go back and have a look at how well you did, all right? Particularly that save where you parried it over the top as well. I love that stuff. Stella Campbell, first game for the Women's Premier League tonight for Port Darwin. Coach of Port Darwin, Steve Brockway, with us. On behalf of everyone behind the scenes, this is Football NT's live streaming of the Women's Premier League. We'll be back again tomorrow afternoon, 5 o'clock, when the last game of this round. This is round 20, which would normally be the last round, but good old COVID got in the way, so we've got one more to go. On behalf of everyone here, my name's Bruce Stalder. You have a great night, a safe one, and we'll see you tomorrow, 5 o'clock, here, Larrakia Park.